we just have to talk about how a woman like Meagan Good goes from holding her man's hand, leaving church, to now holding her man's hand, going to the prison house. How do we go from the church to the prison house? How does that happen? But with a domestic violence abuser, quote unquote,
found guilty.
Allegedly. But
he was found guilty.
Oh yeah, he was found guilty. And I want to also about the TMZ video of him running away.
Too. He was found guilty for something, not guilty for others.
Yeah, I think he was found guilty on two, found not guilty on another two.
Yeah, they wasn't intentional. The assault wasn't intentional, or intention to do harm.
Anyway, y'all, let's talk about it. It's Mary.
And Alma.
You bet you guys a like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, because this video we're just going to specifically talk about Meagan Good, and another video about the whole Jonathon Major thing.
Yes.
But the downfall of Meagan Good, in my opinion, I feel like you're I don't know what's like where you have to be in a space in your life to be now arm in arm with your man, who there is evidence that he has actually put hands on this woman. Like, you are actually going to the courts day in, day out. This man literally just had everything taken from him based on his own actions. No person came and decided, oh yes, this black man, we're going to put him down.
No.
He took his big ASS hand and decided to hit somebody. You are your own worst enemy. Okay? But how do you go for a man who had just been in that type of situation and you decide, I'm going to link up with him. This will be my person. Like, you don't even look at that and be like, oh, red flag, let me not go there. Like, why would you even put yourself in that situation? Like, you see, like, why do women sometimes see a red flag and decide to erase it and turn it green? Why? Like, I don't understand. And she's like going arm in arm and supporting him. I'm sorry, if I've been married to a man for 10 years and I come and find out some stuff that he's done, some criminal actions, you will never see my booty go and help him in court. Like, you probably won't even see me at courts. I'll be looking at the whole situation, reading about the court case or whatever, and then determining on whether he is guilty or not, or if the actions do match up. I will either be looking for divorce papers or I'll be silently in the background. But you would never see me going to the courts and openly supporting somebody who did something to another woman. Like, that just, to me, does not make sense. Like, why would you look at this man and think, yes, this is my new man?
You're not married to him. And from what we know, you guys weren't even dating then, right? Because this happened, you guys started dating after. You did not even know everything that occurred. You're only getting from his side of things, right? So you could have actually stayed away for a while, Meagan, and just waited. He should not have expected you to be there arm in arm with him. How much time had you all really put in this relationship? You guys had not even been going out for I don't even think it was 6 months or even 3 months.
He just got out of a relationship with his ex-girlfriend, allegedly beat her up, and now he is with you. And that's not a red flag. You couldn't get anybody else. Like, his career is downhill. He is allegedly a woman beater, and now he is also he ain't got no job. And then also Marvel has dropped him. I just don't know what you saw in this man and say, yes, that is going to be my person. Let's go to court.
Struggle.
I feel like maybe she was very heartbroken by Devin.
No, I think so.
I feel like she was. She did not want the divorce.
No, she didn't.
He requested it. When a man, he requested the divorce. But I feel like she just was not in the best space. I felt like they were growing apart.
But I feel that Meagan was not making
the right decisions.
I think that she certainly wasn't making a lot of right decisions. But I feel like also she wasn't making, what do you call it? I don't know why it just escaped me. Like when you're in a relationship, compromise.
She wasn't compromising.
She wasn't trying to meet him
In the middle.
Halfway. That's what I felt with her.
5 years, no kids.
First of all, I think that both of them came together too quick. And this is what happens, especially for women who are, they found God, right? You find God.
After being out there for a while.
You've been out there for a while, you find God, and you're like, yes, and you're inspired, right?
Your patience isn't that high,
It's not that high.
It's not that strong. Your gene is not that strong.
And so here comes, then God brings you a godly man, right? Now, I felt like both of them went in too fast. That's what I feel. They both went in, this is their mistake, I think. They went in too fast with each other. They should have still let the God that brought them together still continue to work on both of them. She was still very early, a newbie in this journey, right? In, religion, Christ. Like she was still a newbie in this journey. He was already seasoned in it, right? For 10 years, he hadn't been with anybody. And he should have allowed her, given her the space, that was his mistake, to grow in this while he's there for her, right? But not in any intimate way. So what happened? Here they go. First of all, this is the problem. Being with each other, now y'all are getting physical and doing everything but, right? I mean, yes, you guys waited until marriage, but you all said you all were like, sometimes it got really quite dicey over there. You shouldn't have. You guys should not have been alone together in an apartment at night.
And not making out. Like, there should not have been any kissing.
It had been 10 years for you. She
is very fresh.
She's very fresh in the whole, faith thing. And you should have stayed away. You guys, there are places you can go on dates with each other where you're not crossing that line. There shouldn't have been any kissing. I'm sorry, you can get an orgasm from kissing.
I don't even think there should have been hand holding.
There shouldn't have been any kissing. Should not be any kissing at all.
I also say hand holding or even holding her on her waist. All of that gets
is like triggering, like. And she is just starting out, and I think that he was just ready.
10 years, no sex.
And then the other thing too, he compromised a lot. He didn't want an actress, married one. He didn't want someone who smoked, married one.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think he was desperate. Like he just
like
maybe
he was
in a space where he was just ready, tired of waiting.
And also maybe this is the person for me. Well, if this is the person for me, be patient. Be patient. They should have waited a little bit in their journey. So here, and then
they were dipping their toe in the sea of depravity.
Yes.
Kissing and being late alone at night in the apartment.
Yeah. And then you all got married, right? You all got married, now you all are in the church. So now you got the church people telling her about her clothing and all this
and
stuff.
And she was very reluctant with the whole church thing because she felt judged.
And
she has already been out
before,
there, been
right?
judged before.
Yeah.
And now you have the church people
but
judging her.
But I'm happy he stood up for her, right? Protected her. And that's the stuff I wanted Meagan to understand. You have come together. This is a preacher. This is a guy who's in the church, okay? You're still acting. He ain't saying nothing about that. Then the next thing we heard, y'all were in separate rooms. I was like, oh, Lord.
Here we go.
And then it was like, okay, well, our marriage don't have to be everybody's marriage. And I'm sure that was kind of odd for him. Now we're in separate rooms. We don't have children yet. I don't know if she was not ready yet to have children. But they had a friend that they used to go out with. That friend ended up with like a child already. And then you have people like Sierra who have gotten married. They're like on their child number 3.
They have 4 kids together now.
It's kind of like, well, what is going on, And then Meagan will take her acting stuff. She'll be gone for months. And then when she comes back, she has to be in a room by herself to kind of depress, right, after the whole
whatever she was
being
doing.
in acting and all that stuff. Then the next thing so all of these are compromises, I feel, that's being made on this relationship.
On Devin's parts,
right.
I feel.
He's going to need you to go to church sometimes with him. He's going to need you to come study with him with the Bible. That's what you all were doing. This is what was inspiring your marriage. This is what was keeping the light on in this marriage, right? So the more and more you got away from that, then you, Meagan, started with your Leo self, started to feel like, I don't want to be, like controlled. Don't tell me what to do. He's your husband. You're in this faith of Christianity. Like, you've got to look up to him. And he was a worthy head, right? I mean, he can lead you. Like, and not just lead you, but it's kind of like you can trust him to be the head of this family.
I thought he was understanding.
You know what I'm saying?
And protective.
And he was understanding. He was striving to be understanding and protective. But then you go make this movie. First, she had a movie where
it was Harlem, where she was there.
Before Harlem, wasn't there a movie where there was some guy who was like, and then your acting decisions
were just
that you were making. It's too much. And I'm sorry.
Married.
I am sorry.
And they had you out of all the women doing all this raunchy stuff in that Harlem show. Like,
I never watched it.
I never watched it either.
I just heard about it.
I heard about it with that
and then
man.
She goes to did you see her in the premiere?
The grocery tossing.
So it was very interesting. So, so it's all of that stuff. So I guess he goes to that point like, okay, this is my boundary. Like, all this time I put up my little boundaries. I kind of bring them down for you. But I can't do this. Because he's also a director. So he knows that when you're there doing those scenes, yes, it's acting, yes, it's directing, there are a whole bunch of people there, but he also understands that you're in a compromising position, right? So he also understands.
Even if you're wearing underwear, it's
if
still
you're wearing
your back there.
And different things or whatever, it's still like, and
that's
somewhere he just couldn't. And that's why he asked for the divorce. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Okay?
And now you're here with somebody.
And I think it devastated her, but Meagan, what were you actually expecting?
What were you compromising
you expected him to compromise. Like, in the end, where do you see this relationship going? If you continue to do separate bedrooms, you're gone for months, you come back, a whole nother month has to go, then you're back to another movie again. Like, where's the time for family time? Where's the time for us, like, being inspired in our faith? Where's the time for us just to be together as man and wife, right? And so that is the problem. That was the problem. And then, so I think she was broken. Yeah. She was very hurt when that happened. And he was hurt too. Yeah. Because he didn't want to get a divorce either. So now, instead of you really taking time to reflect, it will require some humility, Meagan. You don't. And because of that, and you see, with God, it's like, when you don't know, right? But when you know, God knows you know. Now you're choosing to go another way. That's a problem. And so this is where you find yourself with a guy who beats women, almost mess up their finger.
And my thing is also, I'm sorry, that man, when he sat down there on that Essence magazine cover wearing all pink and his lips all poked out, I would not be shocked if he swung for the other team. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
don't know what you're doing, for real.
I actually, when I see him,
I didn't even recognize him.
I know, but the first time I saw him, I actually thought that he was actually gay.
You're right.
And that was not even in the cover. I think he was with what's that guy's name? Michael B. Jordan.
If they were holding each other weird.
I just felt like I thought he was gay. I don't know, my gaydar is actually really good. I thought he was gay. But I don't know. Is he?
Well, he hasn't come out, so we can't. So
but is he
hasn't confirmed.
Bi?
Could be. I would not be surprised.
I mean, does anybody know?
I would not be surprised if he came out tomorrow and said he was. I I wouldn't even blink. I wouldn't
be surprised at all.
No,
I wouldn't.
So
but does anybody know? I don't know him very well, but does anybody know?
I've seen enough. I've already made my analysis. Anyway, but I just Meagan,
I know.
Now you're going with this man. Maybe you were just like, at least he accepts me or whatever the hell.
Meagan,
she has not healed. That's the issue. She hasn't healed. She hasn't gotten over this marriage, and now she is with somebody.
She doesn't want to be controlled by a good man. A good husband.
And a good man will
but
never
control you. But you'd rather be controlled by the masses. Because the only reason why you're there, Meagan, right now is because, you don't want it to be like, okay, I dumped this black man, right? And in a bit when, I don't want to be like a J-Lo situation where she dumped Diddy. You don't want to say after he had
I'm sorry. She already knew. This stuff was already out there when she got with him.
I don't want it to be like I dumped it like a bad habit and, I have a bad.
No, but my thing is she walked into the situation eyes open because when they started dating, it was already out there that he had beat this woman. It was already out there.
Meagan
and then a week or two.
Like she's that kind because you don't want to be controlled or whatever by you. You don't want to take the husband who was a good, godly man. You didn't want to take his feelings into consideration, but you take the feelings of people out there into consideration for some guy.
No, but I think she actually genuinely wants to be there for him because she feels like this man accepts me and all my acting and all the things that I do and who I am and how I've been for the streets or whatever people be saying. He accepts me, so I'm going to accept him because he has loved me, flaws and alls. So I'm going to be there for him in his darkest time.
That man don't love you, no flaws and all. He did not even see you before all this stuff happened.
I'm sorry, and also seriously doubt that he actually wants to be with black women. He has seen that he is now in a court case with a Caucasian woman. Mm-hmm. You hear all the people now talking about how, he was running from the plantation when they saw the video or whatever the case may be. And this is a real life Get Out movie. That woman, she chasing him down. Yes, they're now saying that because he's now with our top tier woman in Hollywood, Meagan Good. Yes, he is now puts himself with her. And yes, now all the black people are out and let's come and defend him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think a whole bunch of black people are out here trying to defend.
It was quite a bit. You should have seen the comments on the Shade Room.
Oh, really?
But so my thing is, when I see a black man over there, listen, do you? There ain't nothing wrong with that. Find love wherever you find love.
Exactly.
But when I say that, I don't say that. He's running.
I promise you, on this side, that's how it is.
But I personally, I believe when they go over there, they are happy to be there. Yeah. That's what they want. That's what they want. So I'm not going to sit down here and be like, this man, he beat this woman, and now this woman, she's trying to take him down. Strong, successful black man, she want to take him down. It's built by time. I'm sorry, you went over there, started dating her. You also decided to go over there and beat her. You made these decisions yourself. I know. So I'm sorry, I can't feel sorry for you. You running away like some narcissist. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't think he ran from the plantation. Yeah. Like, where was the plantation? He went there happy, clapping his 2 feet in the air.
I know.
So I feel like now, Meagan, you want to be the quintessential black woman who gets the black man out of the issue. I'm going to be holding his hand, going to court. It's all stupidity as far as I'm concerned.
Meagan looks. I'm sorry, Meagan. You know how Meagan looks like when I see her try to hold his hand and go into that courtroom. It's like, I'm locked down, can't let me out.
No, she wants to be there. She wants to be there.
She doesn't.
Mom, please, she's there crying. She was crying in court when they found him guilty.
She's crying for herself. How the hell did I get here? I don't think.
From the church, from God's house to the prison house. That's going to be the title of this video. That's all I got to say, man. That's all I got to say. Women, we cannot be desperate. We cannot be unhealed looking for men. Because we will end up with some a-hole who's not even worthy of sniffing our shoe. That's where Meagan is right now.
You're going to end up with somebody who's just as desperate as you in a different sense. And he is surely desperate.
His career has gone to the man is jobless. Marvel has canceled him. Like, he has nothing. All he has is Meagan. And when he gets back on top, if that ever happens, he will drop you like a bad habit. And then you'll be like, what happened? I was there for you.
No.
Girl, he used you.
She's going to do a note with him together.
We have decided to part.
And decided to part Oh, Megan.
Women don't be on heels.
So you know
Focus on yourself.
something, you really can dump him and move on. You can do it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Keep hope alive.
Don't keep hope. Keep hope alive for yourself.
Yes, y'all.
Shoot.
But it's Mary.
And
we invite y'all to like,
subscribe,
comment down below.